when they were holding the levers of power and they couldn't win by cheating, they are not holding the levers of power now in this election. Biden and Harris are. So they will go down in flames. And then we're going to deliver Donald Trump to the waiting arms of prosecutors, judges, and juries, where he will spend the rest of his life in and out of courtrooms and ultimately in prison. That is what will happen to Donald Trump.
Sorry, I said an involuntary something. So of the, I don't know, 11 billion lies he told, it's just everyone wanted Roe overturned, every Democrat, every legal expert. I mean, what is it, 60, 70% of the American people didn't want Roe overturned. Right. I thought Kamala Harris's response on that was brilliant. But I mean, it's headlines like this. Since the fall of Roe, self-managed abortions have increased. Meaning we're back to coat hanger days.
Yep, we are.
I mean, it's you know, as Kamala Harris said, people are bleeding out in parking lots. Yep. The percentage of people who say they've tried to end a pregnancy without medical assistance increased, obviously, after Roe fell, according to a new study. Abortion is almost entirely legal in Tennessee. Nashville said, Freeman, who lives in Nashville, who's featured in this story, said people planning to stop pregnancies have all sorts of reasons for wanting to do so without help from the formal health care system, including the cost of travel to another state, challenge of finding health care, fear of lost wages, a lot of the things the vice president talked about, right? In addition to women bleeding out.
Trump and Vance want to drive women into the back alleys of America to take care of their reproductive decisions. That's dangerous. It's deadly. It's disrespectful. And I love that Donald Trump, during the debate, spoke for every Republican and every Democrat in the United States of America, saying every single one wanted Roe v. Wade killed. That kind of direct lie into the face of the American people, 70% of them, is going to hurt him and is going to drive people to the polls that may not have been all that enthusiastic about going to the polls. So I want him to keep talking. You know, I don't want him gagged anywhere at any time. I want him to talk and talk and talk. And I want J.D. Vance to talk just as much, because that man is a train wreck.
Yep. So let's legal stack it's kind of light right now. We're just waiting for the election, and then the J word you said, jail. But Judge Merchan slapped down yet another gag order request, right? Is the latest?
It was the appeals court, the highest appellate court in New York, told Donald Trump, bye-bye, go away. The gag order will remain until you are sentenced. So, you know, Donald Trump does nothing but lose in court. The only little bright spot was Judge McAfee down in Georgia dismissed 3 charges, 2 of them that were charged against Donald Trump having to do with certifying the fake elector certificates. But here's the good news. In a 22-page ruling, he upheld the RICO charges and the other 8 charges against Donald Trump. So Donald Trump is still facing decades in prison. So when people at first blush saw, oh my goodness, Scott McAfee dismissed a couple of counts against Trump, it means nothing. And let me finish by saying this, Steph. He didn't dismiss them because Donald Trump didn't commit those crimes. He dismissed them because he said they should be charged by the feds, not the state.
I know that our tea leaves are getting worn, but I had heard several people say they think Judge Merchan delaying the sentencing means he's definitely sentencing him to jail, which makes me so happy. Yep. Is that in November? Anyone else think Donald Trump's going to have a very bad, horrible, terrible November?
Me.
Is it in November?
Yeah. It is. It's November 27th, I think. And here's the thing. I actually said in one of my Justice Matters videos, I think the odds of Judge Merchan sentencing Donald Trump to prison have gone up, because now he will not be sentencing him as a candidate. He will certainly not be sentencing him as a president-elect, because Donald Trump will lose in November. He'll be sentencing him as a citizen who's convicted of 34 felony crimes designed to steal the 2016 presidential election. And don't forget, 10 counts of contempt of court for violating orders set down by Judge Merchan. This man deserves prison, and I think the fact that he'll be sentenced as a plain old citizen who just lost an election increases the odds of him going to prison.
Nobody hits my political G-spot. Like, that's why he's named Glenn Kirschner. It's my G-spot, is my Glenn spot, because like he's going to jail, he's going to lose. Right there. Yeah, right there. Glenn, Weirdly, Donald Trump said his debate with Kamala Harris will be the last. He said, when a prize fighter loses a fight, the first words out of his mouth are, I want a rematch. Polls clearly show I won the debate. No. Against Comrade Kamala Harris. There will be no third debate. Anthony Scaramucci, he said it's a guarantee Trump will do another debate. He said it's 100% he's going to debate. He's a wrestler, it's like a UFC thing. He's going to say he's not going to debate. He knows he lost the debate, but he needs the show, the build up. What's your guess? It's hard to come back from an ass kicking like that.
Yeah, he got punched in the face. He got knocked out, and I don't think he wants to subject himself to that again.
We're in no mas territory if we're using boxing.
I don't know that he's going to debate again because he's watching TV. He's not reading the reports, but he's hearing the reports about just how badly he was embarrassed in front of the world. I don't think he wants to go through that again.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
I agree.
We should. Oh, all right. Well, good. We have a quorum.
Okay.
Is that a quorum?
It is a quorum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glenn, what's really nice in October is Kansas City.
I've heard. That's where I usually vacation in October.
That's what I was thinking. And then of course, as usual, we will see you in the big DC show in January. So, but I don't think I can wait that long, Glenn.
We'll see.
Okay.
I'm checking the calendar.
Okay.
I'm checking the calendar.
Speaking of, okay, we love Glenn Kirschner.
Thanks, Glenn.
All right. Love you, Steph. See you guys.
Future Attorney General. Okay.
There's no denying it, the vibes are really good right now. But vibes alone won't save our democracy. We need votes. At the Grassroots Democrats HQ, we know what it takes to win elections. Knocking doors, making calls, sending texts, and writing postcards. If we're going to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and give them the Democratic Congress to pass their agenda, then we need to roll up our sleeves and talk to a record number of voters between now and November 5th. But let's be clear, we can't do it without you. So, are you ready to work? This is a fight for freedom and our future, and everything is at stake. Don't wake up on November 6th wishing you had done more. Join us. Go to grassrootsdems.org today to sign up to volunteer, and let's go win this thing.